First Commonwealth Bank. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160. Facebook Live. You can watch these ladies in action here this morning, much to their consternation, because none of them knew that they were going to go on Facebook Live today. You all look lovely.
Well,
I just want
you
you to know. Just want you to know. Indiana Garden Club, May Mart is coming up. Deb Stump is here along with Candy Joseph and Jan Burrows. Good to see you all. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to be with you. All right, Deb, so May Mart, folks want to know when it is, where is it, and what are all the details?
It will be Friday and Saturday this week. That's the 18th and 19th of May at the S&T Bank Arena, White Township Recreation Complex.
There you go.
We'll be there Friday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Beautiful. And, of course, May Mart is one of those great traditions of Indiana County. We always order in rain for it. And no, we don't actually order it in. It just always seems to
seems to happen.
To be a part of it, yeah. But the good thing is at S&T Bank Arena, you've got indoors and outdoors, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's find out from Candy what some of the features will be. Candy and Jan will join us as well. Candy, what are we to look forward to at May Mart this year?
This year we're
Let's get you a little closer to the microphone.
This year we're going to have some very interesting programs, and we really want to provide a variety of topics for the residents of Indiana and those that come to enjoy the event. We have some programs for both Friday and Saturday, and some of the topics include rain gardens. We're having a speaker come to talk to us about hostas and irises, 2 different programs on beekeeping, and the IUP Arboretum will be represented, and also one of our members is going to provide a program on flower arranging from your own garden and yard. So I think it should be a lot of fun. We should have a lot of variety of topics, and I really hope people come out with their questions and come and talk to the presenters and learn.
Yeah. Yeah. Jan, what are some of the other features we can look forward to this weekend?
I think one of the things that I'd like to mention is that in our 43 years of presenting May Mart, we've never charged any admission.
Oh yeah.
So you get in free, but we do ask for people to donate to our scholarship fund. This is our only fundraiser for our scholarships. So, if people will contribute to that and help a student, that's our goal, is to help the kids learn more about the horticulture and things that will help the environment and gardening and that kind of thing.
It's such an important element when you consider what Garden Club does and what May Mart is all about, isn't it?
It really is. A lot of the proceeds that we receive from a May Mart goes into our beautification of our civic gardens that we have throughout Indiana, and because we maintain 4 or 5 even of the gardens, South 7th Street, Jimmy Stewart Island up on Vinegar Hill, the East Pike intersection there, and we have a therapy garden up in the Eagle's Nest at the ice rink. And we also have a plot at the community garden that's in Mack Park.
Yeah.
So all of this helps. That's what we do.
Yeah, terrific. Now, Deb, May Mart has been around, what did you say, 43 years?
43 years.
Wow.
But I'd like to tell people this year that if you haven't been to the May Mart in a while, you might want to take a look this year, because we have an awful lot of brand new vendors coming.
Okay.
They'll be selling everything from artisanal olive oils and balsamic vinegars, stained glass. We have a couple of new jewelry makers. We have a sketch artist coming. We have a couple of new pottery vendors. And I think that the general public is going to see a whole new look to our vendor display this year.
Yeah. And, of course, May Mart always has wonderful food and some great May Mart traditional foods, too, right?
Yes, you'll be seeing our standard and often looked for mushroom sandwiches and strawberry pie, which the club does. And then we'll be having kettle corn, funnel cakes, lemonade, PA barbecue will be there with our pulled pork and beef. And we'll have the other standard hot sausage, that sort of thing, all your fair foods.
Yeah. May Mart's coming up this weekend at S&T Bank Arena at the White Township Recreation Complex. Plenty of parking there, and of course indoors and outdoors. Candy, you were talking about some of the programs. Tell me about how Garden Club decides, okay, this is the program we want to focus on this year, or that one looks like a really interesting topic. How does all that develop?
Well, we usually have a committee that we get together and we brainstorm and try to think about what's relevant now and what we have that's unique to our community, and try to really take advantage of some of the knowledgeable people within the community, and also some of the vendors that we know have things that they would like to discuss, or we could learn from them.
Yeah.
So it's really it's not time consuming. We just get together and brainstorm and sort of see what happens and who we can, who's available to help us.
Yeah, that's what you come up with, and it sounds like some really interesting programs this year.
I hope so. I hope the public enjoys them. I think they'll be terrific. So
Yeah,
we're looking forward to it.
Now, Jan, you mentioned the scholarships for the young folks, and I would assume that down through the years, folks who receive those scholarships, in a perfect world, would also in the future be contributors to the Indiana Garden Club and maybe become members of the Garden Club and help with future May Marts. That would be a wonderful thing, wouldn't it?
It would be a wonderful thing. I don't know that many of our recipients end up in Indiana. I'm not really sure of where their location is.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are still in school studying. So, but they're always very grateful, and, we try to stay in touch with them. We have a special scholarship committee who does this, more than the general membership does. So, we stay in touch, and it's always, what's nice is when you see the same one taking advantage of receiving the scholarships.
Sure.
We have a few of those, which is really nice.
What are some of the criteria for the scholarships? I would assume that they would have to have an interest in horticulture of some sort.
Yeah, there's several of them. There's horticulture, environmental issues, agriculture. There are probably 8 or 10 different degrees that they can work toward. We use the same format of those degrees as the GCFP, which is the state, Pennsylvania Garden Club.
Okay.
And we use the same ones.
Garden Club, Indiana Garden Club, presenting May Mart this weekend at the S&T Bank Arena, the White Township Recreation Complex. Deb, Garden Club itself, for folks who don't know, it's been around a long, long time, and I bet you it's a fun organization to be a part of. You get to, I don't know if compete is the word, but you certainly get to look at what other Garden Club members are doing and maybe incorporate that into your own garden.
Actually, there is a lot of opportunities for anyone in a garden club. You can be involved in flower arranging. You can be involved in horticulture and growing of flowers, plants, vegetables. It's all sorts of gardening. And there is an opportunity to compete. Mm-hmm. We do have flower shows, and you can compete in those areas. And we also have extremely interesting programs throughout the year for all of our members. Yeah. And this summer, we are going to be doing a lot of visiting of local farming operations, and we're going to be having a progressive dinner, which will also be our member garden tour, where we go around and take a look at all of the members of what our members are growing and what they're doing in their own gardens. Mm-hmm. So we also try to stick to timely topics for our programs. We're going to be doing one on spotted lanternflies. We're going to be doing one on we're going to make some containers out of, we're going to make some flower pots out of styrofoam coolers. We're going to do a lot of interesting projects, and we do have fun doing it. Mm-hmm. We all get together, and it is an enjoyable evening. Yes. To come to Garden Club.
How does one get involved? How does one become a member?
If you want to become a member of the Indiana Garden Club, you need to get in touch with one of a member right now, mm-hmm. or you can go to our website, indianagardenclub.org, mm-hmm. and all of the things you need to know and all of the contact information are there. We meet the third Monday of every month at 7 o'clock, and you can get in touch with us. You're welcome to come to a meeting as a guest and decide whether or not you want to participate.
And I'm sure that May Mart would be a good place to start.
Yes, you can contact any member at the May Mart, and we'll be more than happy to tell you when our next meeting is.
Ladies, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It is 8:58.